everyone, Zena here. Welcome back to my channel. You may or may not know, but my guy and I are massive plane enthusiasts. Anything to do with flying a plane, being on a plane, watching a plane being built, basically anything to do with aircraft. We are massively into it, and we spend a lot of time, researching, looking at the documentaries, plane watching, you name it, we do it. And of course, we are avid travelers ourselves as well. So I've been thinking of how I can incorporate my love of flying and planes in a makeup tutorial, and then pretty damn obvious, I thought, well, why not do a flight attendant or a cabin crew makeup look. So this is what I've come up with. Obviously, a lot of airlines are different around the world with their standards of what is acceptable and what is not acceptable, or what their guidelines are in terms of makeup and hair. Well, I'm using the Emirates guidelines. The Emirates guidelines are very strict, and so I'll talk you through what you can and can't use as I go through step by step. If you're not a flight attendant and you just love the look, because let's face it, the flight attendants look fabulous. When they come on board, and even after a long haul 14-hour flight, they always look $1 million, and there's a very good reason why. And obviously the guidelines are obviously there for a reason, because the women, especially Emirates flight attendants, just look absolutely amazing. So stick around, I'll show you step by step how to get it done. Even if you're not a flight attendant, this look is definitely something that you might want to wear, because it is so polished and so clean. And yeah, let's just get started with this look.
Hello, so I start by applying BB cream all over my face. I actually don't know the one that I'm using because it's a Japanese brand, but yeah, any BB cream is good. Next, I'm doing my eyebrows. You want to make sure that you keep them nice and neat. And the trick is to use a lighter color than your actual eyebrows. You don't want to use a darker color because it actually stands out more and makes your eyebrows look darker. Next thing, I'm just putting a white base all over the eyelid, just making sure that everything is nice and smooth. And I guess it's really pretty much laying a canvas. Next thing, I'm using the Gwen Stefani Urban Decay palette. This palette is perfect for doing an Emirates look. As you can see, it contains lots of neutral colors, most of which are nice and matte. Start off with the coffee color and just put that in the outer V like so. Then I'm taking a clean fluffy brush and just making sure that that is all nice and blended out. Then I'm taking the other color, which is kind of more grey, and just putting that over the top. Once again, taking the fluffy brush and making sure it's all nice and blended. You want to make sure there are no harsh lines whatsoever. This colour is optional, but if you did want to deepen the look even further, I would put this one in. And again, this one is just going into the outer V and making sure you blend it right out. And going back with that sort of grey toned beige colour. Now I'm taking the slightly lighter colour as I work my way in closer to the centre of the eye and to the tear duct. Just lightening that up. Making sure that that's blended properly with the other colours as well. Taking my fluffy brush now, blending everything out. Then I'm taking the lightest colour in that palette. This one is going right into the inner corner there. You want to make your eyes look nice and bright, and by putting the lighter colour in there, it actually does that. It opens them right up, and it keeps them looking nice and white rather than bloodshot. Taking that fluffy brush again and just blending everything out. Next, I'm taking Turtle Dove. This is a matte white eyeshadow, and putting that right into the inner corner. It's essentially acting as your inner corner highlight, but doesn't have a shimmer because you're not meant to wear shimmer. I'm using that exact same colour on the brow bone. Once again, there is no shimmer there. It is just a flat white, but what it does is just brightens your eyes, brings everything out. Then I'm taking a wet towel and just making sure that that corner is nice and straight. Find with eyeliner, I do prefer to use a gel liner. I just find that it lasts a lot longer. It doesn't smudge and it just looks fresh. I'm using Perversion mascara from Urban Decay. Emirates stipulates that you cannot use any false lashes whatsoever, so I do find that Perversion mascara gives very good, nice, thick lashes. Now obviously I have come to the point where I am putting foundation on, and of course I'm adding that all-important concealer to make sure that the eyes and eye area looks nice and bright and clean and fresh. And just to top it all off, some nice loose powder just to lock everything in and keep that face looking flawless and porcelain-like. Make sure you prep and prime your lips before adding red lipstick, because otherwise it will feather.